are two halves when it comes to being a good fighting game player. The first half is having knowledge, knowing the optimal combos in your game, knowing all of the options on defense and on offense, and knowing certain matchups for your character. The second half is fundamentals, so that's things like knowing how to properly play neutral and winning neutral interactions. And it's things like decision making and knowing how to properly assess risk versus reward. The reason I wanted to make this video today is because of a match from Street Fighter League that happened last week where Wong was able to win a match where maybe he wasn't supposed to win, but because of his amazing fundamentals, he actually was able to close it out. The reason that I say that Wong, 9-time EVO champion, was maybe not supposed to win this match is because in terms of knowledge about the Cammy mirror match, about Cammy in Street Fighter V, he is the clear underdog. Hermes is a Cammy main that probably plays Street Fighter V every day. Wong barely plays Street Fighter V anymore, and when he did, he played other characters. He played Karen, he played Banat, he played a little bit of Poison at the end of 2019. But Cammy? That's never really been seen from him at a competitive level. And this is really going to be a battle of Wong's fundamentals, his neutral, his decision making, versus Hermes' knowledge of Cammy and knowing optimal things to do. Justin gets a lucky punish on Hermes' misconfirm on his Stand Fierce, and Justin is just going to want to be poking with Cammy's buttons. Her stand medium kick, her crouch medium kick. You don't need an in-depth knowledge of Cammy in Street Fighter V to know how to press stand medium kick. He knows how to keep his spacing. Look at how the way he's walking back and maintaining that space while he has a life lead. Right here at this spacing, he is not really at risk of anything. If Hermes tries to dive kick, Justin will have enough time to react. You saw the Stand Fierce first, but even a DP could come out. If Hermes tries to dash, Justin will be able to check it. He misses a confirm right there, but he has such a big life lead off of basically no combos or pressure. Almost all of that damage was from random pokes like stand medium kick, a stand fierce. And now the way that he manages his resources, you notice that Justin has not really spent any of his EX meter on things like EX dive kicks, which are kind of unnecessary risks. He saves it all for super, so he actually one hit away from hitting super. If a dive kick hits, that's actually game. Gets a little bit unlucky because the dive kick trades with Hermes. They had the exact same idea right there. He misses the combo, accidentally does a light dive kick instead of an EX dive kick. I'm guessing probably just like hit the button a little bit late. But you could see Justin was in control that whole time, pressing his pokes. Very aware of how to spend his meter as well. And now look at the way that Justin controls the corner. He doesn't let Hermes escape easily at all. And he actually just obliterates Hermes in the corner off of a single risk from Hermes. Justin actually didn't create this opening on his own. You see that Hermes did an EX dive kick, which was negative, and then Justin took the advantage. Didn't even have optimal combos or anything. Look at this. He could have stunned and immediately won the round there. But if you win the neutral interactions 90% of the time, and you know your conversions are like 10 to 20% less, you're still winning, right? That 10 to 20% of being optimal doesn't really affect you in the long run. So Justin is able to win this round. Hermes starts the round with another dive kick. You saw Justin actually had the read that Hermes was antsy and wanted to do a dive kick right there. So he walked back a little bit. And that's just years of experience of reading his opponent, knowing what they want to do in neutral. And keeping his spacing. He knows that he has the advantage in terms of meter. And even though his corner positioning is bad right now, Cammy is a character that can just side switch at the push of a button. And now he is once again in the position where he is one hit away from winning, while Hermes probably needs 3 clean hits in order to win. And Justin has put himself at such an advantageous position very carefully. You might be just looking at that and being like, oh, somehow Justin got himself into that situation, but not on purpose. No, Justin was very careful to save his meter, save his V trigger. He spent one of them to get out of the corner, put himself into a good spacing situation in terms of not being in the corner, and then he spent the other one to close out the round. So that's very good meter management, resource management from Justin Wong. So going into this second game, Hermes realizes that Justin is just completely outclassing him in terms of neutral, and in order to beat Justin, you can't just random him out, right? You can't just be jumping or dashing. You need to play a little bit of neutral yourself. So Hermes also trying to fight him back with some of his pokes. Very good from Hermes to do that. But Justin Wong is just a little bit too strong, a little bit too patient. He's been doing this for so many years. He has his V trigger activated right now, looking for just like straight hits, crouch medium kick, stand medium kick. You see Hermes trying to do the same thing. He has his V trigger. He's going to be able to escape right here with a dive kick of his own. And right here, Justin with a very smart EX dive kick. It was very hard to win that round if he just let Hermes escape the corner there. So might as well just take the risk. And he's actually in a very advantageous position here. Gets a stand medium kick. He just needs one more stand medium kick to kill. And in this situation, you cannot bet against Justin Wong. He needs one hit. Literally anything will kill. He doesn't need to do anything flashy like an EX hooligan, EX dive kick. All he needs is that stand medium kick. He's been laming people out for years just because Cammy is known to be like dive kicking crazy, taking risks. In that kind of a situation, when all you need is one more hit, you don't need to overextend. If you have a 99% chance of winning the round by staying safe, but like dashing or something would lower that chance, why risk something else? And Justin Wong has been playing fighting games for so long, and he is aware that this is the optimal strategy, especially when it comes to being at that low of a life. And somehow Justin has put himself in the situation where he is again one hit away from winning. And that's kind of, you might be confused, like Justin somehow has Hermes where he can have 50% life to kill. But you'll notice even if Hermes got the hit right there, he didn't have full meter. He needed like 2 or 3 more hits. And that shows the awareness from Justin Wong to know what he needs in order to close a round, and both that and also the foresight in advance to put himself into that kind of a situation by saving his meter and just playing the round in a very holistic way. While I feel like on the other hand, Hermes was just trying to win like every interaction like one by one. Justin is trying to win the round as a whole, and it just, the way that Justin played neutral, the stand medium kicks and all the pokes, I feel like frustrated Hermes a lot because, as a Cammy main, you feel like you're supposed to win because you have more knowledge about Cammy, and Justin doesn't really play Cammy. But Justin has the fundamentals. He knows how to use those pokes. He knows how to really play fighting games, like win rounds, and that's a very big part of your skill. It's not just about knowledge. It's about your footsies. It's about all of your fundamentals as well, all that stuff that you learn throughout playing fighting games. If you like that video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Only 35% of you are subscribed to the channel that watch it, and make sure to hit that, and I'll see you in the next video.